So I want to start putting out more personal, raw content. I was looking over my content that I've been putting out lately, and it feels very rigid. I don't know, just to me. And I was looking at some of the other content creators, because a lot of what I do is content creation, that I look to for inspiration. And a lot of what I liked about them is just the rawness, the authenticity, the honesty, the vulnerability, also like the storytelling piece of it. And so I want to try and incorporate some of that stuff into my content. And so I made a list of YouTube titles and content planning and stuff I was going to put out, and then I just scrapped it all and I started redoing it again. And I'm just like, what's the most hyper authentic content that I can make? Literally, the note is right here on my laptop in front of me. And you know, I'm always trying to take this business to the next level. I'm going for 100K a month, 100K a month. That's the number in my head. That's what I'm getting to right now. And let's adjust this a little bit. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos that I've never actually gotten there. I've never scaled that far. The most I've done is a third of that, a little over 30K a month. And even that wasn't super consistent. Like, it would go up and then it would go down, and then it would go up, then it would go down. And it's like, I wanted like a guaranteed number a month, and I've never done that before. And when you're hitting a goal that's so high for where you are right now, or where you've been rather, because mentally you can be there, even though you've never actually physically gotten there. But when you're going for a goal that you've never gotten to before, it can be daunting, and you don't really know where to go. You don't really know how to proceed all the time. And so I'm titling this video, I actually don't know where to go next in the business. I don't know how to do this in my head. I don't always know the next step. It's a very different ball game doing going 10 I lost my marker. It's a very different ball game from zero to $10,000 a month. Like, that range is pretty easy. That I can do all day. 10 to 30K a month. Like 0 to 30K a month, 0 to 10, 0 to 30 is all effort. But to scale to 100K a month, you have to have made sure that the pieces, the foundations were set right. And a lot of times, see, a lot of my business got to where it was off of viral moments, because I was putting out so much content, and then a few of them went viral and fed the other ones, and but it's like, it's not the most sustainable thing, because going viral is not a marketing strategy. So now it's like, if I didn't have any social media, or if I didn't have any viral moments, how could I make sure that I am bringing in $100,000 every month? That is how I want to set up the business. But even that, I'm not entirely sure, and I really don't know anybody who's done this at that level, this kind of business personally. But I do know of some content creators and of some entrepreneurs, like the Alex Hormozis of the world. And so I wanted to make this video for two reasons. Number one, because I'm going to look back on this and laugh, because I'm going to crack this code pretty soon, just with time, effort, patience, consistency. Number two, humility and admitting that you don't know something it unlocks the door for the universe to begin to pour into you. And when I admit I don't know something, what happens is it triggers me to go read and to go learn, and to make sure that, like, I'm picking the brains of people who actually know how to do it. Because the fastest way to get somewhere, to become something, is to try and model and emulate people who have done it before. That's why mentorship is so powerful. That's why community and joining communities are so powerful, because you're around people who have done it before. That's why I started Deep Mind Programming School, because I've done this before. I've done the mental transformation, the manifestation, the hypnosis, the hypnotherapy, all this stuff. Like I've mastered this stuff, and so I'm helping other people, and there's a bunch of other people in there. But anyway, that's besides the point. But I'm not sure where to go next in the business. And here's the thing. I'm this beautiful quote, which I'm going to butcher, but how do you know you're on the right path? Because it disappears. And so, I'm sure all the other entrepreneurs watching this can relate. You wake up every morning without knowing where to go next, or without necessarily knowing what to do next. You have your to-do list, yeah, but like, you'll try some things for a week, review the results, adapt, keep going. Try something for a week, review the results, adapt, keep going. And that's the cycle until it kind of figures itself out. But there's never a clear path where you know that, oh, if I walk this path this way, I get there. No, it's like, it's so ambiguous. And that's part of the fun. And after a while, you've tried and failed and tried and failed. You've struck gold and you've gone broke. You've struck gold and you've gone broke so many times over that you lose fear of ever going broke. You're not afraid of going broke. I'm not afraid of going broke. I'm not afraid of this whole business failing and losing money, and that's what allows me to take the next step into the unknown and into the darkness. And it's a you have to be burnt by the fire kind of thing to understand it. So yes, I've titled this I don't know what to do next in my business, or I don't know where to go next in my business, whatever I've titled it as. But really, I don't need to know. I don't need to know. There's one thing I've learned is that you're never going to have all the answers. And you cannot wait to have all the answers to proceed. You're never going to have all the answers. What you must do to see progress and to strike gold in your life, and whatever it is to keep putting one foot in front of the other. The path will reveal itself one step, one action at a time. And the universe rewards people who take that step and keep taking that step every day. You know you're doing it right when you ask yourself once or twice a day, man, what the hell am I doing? Where am I going? I don't know what I'm doing. Because then the universe can pour into you through knowledge, through mentors, through opportunities. And you will then want to pour into you by learning, by reading, by seeking out mentors, by seeking out people who have done it before at the level you're trying to play at. See, the level you're trying to play at is at such a high level that there's a reason why you don't know what you're doing. It's because you're challenging yourself, you're growing. It's a good thing you don't know what you're doing, because that means that you're growing. You're playing in a space of the unknown, and that is how you grow and adapt. As humans, our brains are very malleable, and you can become whatever you want to be. Just you have to stretch the limits. You have to stretch the limits of what you are, and you can't keep playing in that comfort zone. So, to myself, to my past self, you don't know where to go next in the business? Good. Keep going.